everybody, and as you just saw the slideshow of the Conjuring house pictures, I have just gotten back and it was a super fun trip. Like, there are a couple things like that happened and I'll get into it. So first up, I'm sorry that they were pictures, there was no audio or video recording allowed, which is understandable, but you know, but the guy that was giving us a tour gave us like 20 or 30 minutes to walk around the property and take pictures. So those are all the pictures you saw, and I'm sorry if some of them seem a little bit repetitive or like the same one. I just had over like 250 photos, and I did not know, like, it would just take too long to go through them and see, oh, this one's different or this one's the same. But if it is the same, it was counted as 2 in my camera roll, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. I just wanted to get all the pictures in there. But about the tour, it was like super nice. That the entire inside and everything is like super nice. The interior, the exterior, like it's a nice colonial home, I guess you could say. But the tour guide was super nice. His name was Corey, not Cody, Corey. So he just kind of told us a little bit about it. Told us about the Arnold family, the Perrin family. Got a little bit into the King Philip War. And then he was talking about some of the history of Rhode Island and how long this house has been around and still standing. So originally it was just one house, and then they added on to it because the family was getting so big, which I think is pretty cool. I think this house has been there since 1736. Not too quite sure. I'm pretty sure that is when. But I would definitely say the basement was the creepiest part, because, I mean, any basement is really creepy if you look at it that way. But, so he also said, he talked very faintly about the broken neck or crooked neck person. He didn't say boy or girl, but he said that someone, like, by a lake dug up some giant, like a 7-foot, 8-foot person, and he's like, that could be the person that walks like this around the house, because people have seen that. And then he mentioned Abigail Arnold, who supposedly hung herself in the barn. I'm not quite too sure how old she was when she did that, but that is actually very sad and unfortunate if that is true. I don't know if she actually hung herself, but that would make sense. And then actually, there was a daycare there, and there was still a chalkboard and whatnot. They actually did not know, like, about the person that was running the daycare, about, like, all the hauntings and stuff that happened, or whatever you want to call it. And then, the birthing room was actually pretty cool to see. I think I turned some pictures in there, put some in there, so that was pretty fun. The guy was a really nice tour guide and whatnot. And actually, in the basement, there was a well, which I thought was pretty cool. There was a couple pictures of it. I actually took a picture with it because it was pretty famous in the Sam and Colby video. I did like that well, but there was actually kind of a morbid but cool true fact about that well. So the reason that the well's like inside in the basement is because back then neighbors used to poison their other neighbors' wells and kill them, and I thought that was crazy, and that's why they have a well in the basement so nobody could poison it or access it, which I thought was pretty cool. I was scared that I was gonna drop my phone down it because of the grates were like just phone size, but they actually sold well water. There was actually a gift shop, which brings me into my next thing. I have gotten a couple things from the gift shop. Actually, before I do that, I want to, so you guys may or may not know who Cody and Satori are, but I was really hoping they would be there. They weren't, unfortunately, because I had a picture that I had printed out, and I brought a silver Sharpie, and I was going to try and have them sign it, and I would have obviously taken a picture with them, because I think they're pretty cool. So, hold on, I'm trying to find the first thing up on the... So first up, I got a Conjuring house sticker. This was $3. I don't know if I'm gonna ever use it, but I thought it was pretty cool. I got a pen that says the Conjuring house on the side. I don't know if you guys can see that or if it's picking it up, but I actually don't think I'll use this pen, but keep it as memorabilia's sake. Here's the Sharpie that I was talking about. And then, when we were able to explore the property and whatnot, by the parking lot, there was, a stick that I picked up from it. I know it's kind of silly, but I thought it would be kind of cool, from a different state and from the Conjuring house. And then, I got... Something just fell, hold on. From their parking lot or their driveway or whatever, I got a rock. Very nice. And then let's get into stuff at the merch store. So, I got a Conjuring shirt house. Their Conjuring house shirt, I should say. And on the back, it says, I survived, which I think is pretty funny. I did survive, as I'm here making this video. I think this is the last thing I got. Yeah, it is. So this, I've actually been kind of wanting for a little while. And the tour guide actually read from this book something like out to the tour so he wouldn't get it wrong, because it was Andrea Perring's words from her book set. This is volume 1. I only got volume 1. This book was $30, which is understandable, but that's quite a bit. It's called House of Darkness, House of Light, The True Story, volume 1 by Andrea Perrin, who was someone that lived there at the house with the Perrin family. So I am pretty excited to read this. So yeah, now let's get into my paranormal, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know why I did quotations, but paranormal experiences while I was there. So there's only like 2 or 3 things that happened. So we were in, I think it's the living room area. It's right, like, out of the, when you first walk in, like, the next room over with the couch and the mantle and whatnot. We were just standing there, and he was giving us a tour and, like, talking about things and how where the bookcases are now used to be, I think, Roger's room. I'm not sure. I can't remember what he said. I believe that's what he said. And right above me in the ceiling, I heard a loud, like, thud type thing. I don't know what it was. And Corey was the only person there, like the only like tour guide or the person that worked there. And then the next thing, when we were in the dining room, we heard footsteps from 2 rooms over. Like when you first walk in and sign waivers, that's where it was. Where we heard the footsteps. And then this part, like, is to me completely unexplainable, because footsteps can obviously be another guest, or like a thud could be something falling or something, I don't know. But this one is quite hard to debunk, as people like to call it. So, we were at the last part of the tour, about to go to the basement, and he was talking a little bit about the basement. All of a sudden, the basement door opens on its own. Nobody lifted the latch or anything. He just says something, oh, let's go to the basement now. And we hear a creak, and the door opens. So, that was kind of surreal to see in person. And a lot of you are probably actually wondering how it felt being in the house. I didn't feel heavy or anything. Like, it felt, oddly peaceful and calming. I was, like, really relaxed. It was peaceful. It was nice. It didn't, like, seem bad spirits or anything. It was pretty peaceful. There was one thing that just, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say scared me, but, like, scared me in a way. It was, this green mirror. I think it was one of the original mirrors. I'm not sure, but it was, above the mantle. I don't know. When I just looked at it, it just didn't give me a right feeling. I don't know. But that was about it. It was a super awesome tour. I recommend going to this place. I've been wanting to go there for a while, as you know. It was really nice to see. And then obviously the soldiers out back and whatnot with the red flags. So yeah, I don't think there's anything. I did like all the like things that were set up and whatnot. The gift shop was cool. But I did like all the things around the house, like the Annabelle dolls, the Robert doll. So yeah, it was just a really nice looking house altogether. It was really fun tour. I don't know how many times I've said that, but thank you all for watching. Bye now.